out for the Wildcats, number 3, Harmony Stafford.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is a chilly day in Bay Minette as we get ready for softball. It is a battle between the sisters, coaches of Bishop State and Coastal South. Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. Bishop State coming in with an 0-14 mark. Meanwhile, Coastal South just a game below 500, riding a 6-game winning streak. 43 degrees in game time as Bishop State's Harmony Stafford steps in to start it off. Rest of that lineup, Jessica Farrar in the 2-hole. Tetra Dukes batting third. Kaylee Weaver is the 4-hitter. Lizzie Peru batting fifth. Kaylee King sixth. Mallory Roth is the 7-hitter. Cameron Lawson in the 8th spot. And Emma Wilson batting ninth. And the opening hitter goes down. Stafford struck out by Lauren Mounts. And there is one away. Lauren Mounts in the circle. Behind the plate is Sydney Carpenter. And first, Gracie Taladano. Second baseman, Taylor Hunt. The shortstop is Charlotte Lottinger. And at third, you'll find Caitlin Parker. Got an outfield of Malia Hale in left. The center fielder is Grace Langston. Gabby Miller in right. Lifted out of play by Jessica Farrar. Closest Bishop State has come to a win, an 8-7 loss to Baton Rouge. But they did play LSU Eunice to a 7-5 game, and typically LSU Eunice, a very tough, formerly in Division II. I'm assuming they, since the baseball team went D1, that softball did the same. Back to the screen from Farrar. Got a little more than a gentle breeze. The American flag in right field, fluttering pretty steadily in the wind. 1-2 pitch. It'll get out of play for Farrar. Also, baseball was to have begun at noon today. Bevel State and Coastal Alabama North. But that game is getting a little later start, as that's on the outside part of the plate. And out goes Farrar. And the reason for the late start is Bevel State went to the wrong ballpark.
Now that's number 24, Sierra Dukes.
That is 2 days in a row for us. Last night in Monroeville, Chat Valley went to Bay Minette. Then had to make the hour's drive north to Monroeville, so the game got underway about 15 minutes late. And now Bevel State going to the wrong park. Tantrum Dukes with 2 gone. A little bit outside with a bounce pitch. 2 gone, Kaylee Weaver to the on-deck circle. And the count goes to 2-1. Mounts trying to turn in a 1-2-3 top of the first. 2-1 offering, Dukes awaits. Just a little bit outside with the pitch. Here are the specifics, 51 degrees, talking about weather. That'll be the daytime high, 46 at the moment. It is 17 degrees cooler than your typical 21st of February. Winds out of the northeast at 6, gusting to 11. Swing and a miss, and out will go Dukes. And the Wildcats will go 1-2-3 in the top of the first.
There once was a young coyote.
You're fired.
He found himself ill-suited for the jobs of the world. He struggled to compete in the corporate environment.
Yeah, this isn't working out.
And failed at the simplest of tasks.
I think I'm gonna have to let you go.
No matter how hard he tried, his coyote hands were just not meant for regular jobs.
That guy is fired.
Until one day, when he was hired for the perfect job. To become a mascot. And then he found the place where he could thrive. Find the place where you thrive at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Bottom of the first, Gabby Miller starts it. Taylor Hunt is the two-hitter. Caitlin Parker batting third. Cindy Carpenter is the four guy. Payson Hansen batting fifth. Gracie Taladano in the sixth spot. Malia Hale hits seventh. Eight-hitter Charlotte Lottinger and Grace Langston in that nine-hole for Coastal South. Emma Gilmore tossing the balls and strikes. As that one is fouled away. Lizzie Peru behind the plate for Bishop State. Kaylee Weaver at first. Kaylee King at second. Harmony Stafford at short. Third baseman Mallory Roth. Outfield of Emma Wilson in left. Center fielder is Jessica Farrar and Cameron Lawson in right. A little bit high with a pitch from Gilmore to Miller. As we get the bottom of the first underway, top part of the inning goes 1-2-3. And not only went 1-2-3, but goes 1-2-3 via the K. That'll be sent foul by Miller. Another one sent foul by Miller. Nothing but white clouds and a whole lot of blue on a Friday. That Bevel State Coastal Alabama North game, by the way, was originally a Saturday game. I'm not sure if they were anticipating rain on Saturday or what exactly. Pushed into a Friday. But moved to today. And Jason Thompson is there, and when it gets underway, he'll be on the call. 3-2 pitch. Just a little bit outside and a walk given to Miller.
Number 5, Taylor Hunt.
Pretty big day yesterday for Coastal South. Facing Reed State and scoring 33 runs in 10 innings as compared to 2 for the Lions. Running on the first pitch is Miller, and she'll be in with a stolen base. Coyotes trying to win 6 and make that 7 and 8 in a row, coming in with the 6-game win streak. Showing bunt, pulling back is Taylor Hunt. Typically a pretty good crowd on hand here at Coastal South. Not quite the crowd would typically have. As that's delivered into the zone to Hunt. And I'm thinking there are about 46 reasons why. And they're all degrees. It is currently 46 with winds at about 11 miles an hour, so that should factor down into the lower 40s. Ground towards third, grabbed there by Roth, goes to first, gets the out of Hunt. But to third will go Miller.
Now bat, number 17, Kaylin Parker.
So one away with a base runner in third for Caitlin Parker. Basketball season wrapping up for Coastal South last night. A disappointing year for South, unusual year for South, as hit by the pitch is Parker.
Now bat, number 13, Sydney Carpenter.
But I think the ladies are in. Now don't hold me to that, but I believe you've got your top 6 teams going. And the Lady Coyotes from Coastal South will be the 6th seed. And congratulations to Coastal North, their men's team, capturing the number 1 spot last night with a win over Chat Valley. Outside with the offering to Carpenter. Payson Hansen on deck. One offering, it is outside, down to second. Will go Parker. And with a throw to second, thought Miller might break for home, but she plays it safe, stays over at third. So a couple of runners in scoring position, RBI opportunities for Sydney Carpenter. A little bit high to Carpenter. Carpenter number 1 on the team in RBIs with 8. Has a couple of home runs on the year. 242 hitter. Into the strike zone to Carpenter. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 aboard. Here in the bottom of the first, here's the Gilmore offering. It's high, and the bases are loaded.
Now bat, number 16, Payson Hansen.
It is all loaded up. Compliments of Emma Gilmore. Walked Miller, hit Parker, walks Carpenter. And the base is full as Payson Hansen comes to the plate. Well, the body language would suggest a little gnawing going on in the circle. As the Coyotes loaded up early here in the first inning and bring Payson Hansen to the plate. Hansen, 4 RBIs, 375 hitter, 12 hits, 2 of which have been extra base hits. They were doubles. And has it all loaded up. Gracie Taladano to the on-deck circle on the outside part of the plate with the Emma Gilmore pitch. Low and away, count evens up. Miller, Hunt, and Carpenter on. Even count at 1, bottom of the first. Coyotes trying to make an early statement. Outside with the offering and a big pitch coming from Gilmore. Gilmore does not want to run the count to 3-1. Weaver, Peru, and King when you get to the top of the second for Bishop State. That is rolled right back to Gilmore. She'll come home with the throw and get the lead runner. Meanwhile, Peru thought it was out number 3. It was throwing the ball back to the circle. So Hansen hitting into the 1-2 and gets Miller. Base is still loaded, but 2 gone. Malia Hale on deck, just a little bit outside with a pitch. So if you're Gilmore, an opportunity to get out of the inning, if you can get Toledano. If you're Toledano, an opportunity to play some early runs with the bases full. And got the inside part of the plate. Count even in 1, a ball and a strike. Little check swing, sent foul towards first. These teams in different divisions in the ACCC, South in D1, Bishop State in D2. There's a swing, there is a miss. Toledano goes down swinging, leaving the bases loaded, and the first goes scoreless.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Now that number 24, Tatira Dukes.
Top of the second, Kaylee Weaver starts it. Lizzie Peru and Kaylee King 2 up in the inning, 2. Big swing from Weaver. Weaver wanting to take it out of the park. And the count goes even. Popped up, drops in. That'll be a fair ball. And a base hit for Weaver over the outstretched mid of Parker at third.
Now that number 21, Lizzie Peru.
So the first base hit of the game belongs to Bishop State. As Weaver delivers and Lizzie Peru comes to the plate. Found out a play by Peru. With the base run report, nobody gone. Top of inning number 2. That is hit towards left field. High fly ball there to make the catch is Hale, and trotting back to first, Weaver. So Peru with a fly out for out number 1. And Kaylee King coming to the plate. This is a .233 hitting Bishop State. Kaylee King, though, has struggled. Has a total of 3 hits and 34 plate appearances. 1 RBI, 5 strikeouts. High pitch from Mounts. Mallory Roth to the on-deck circle. A little bit behind the Mounts pitch. Mounts 3 strikeouts in the first. Just a little bit wide in the zone. Mounts more innings pitched than any other Coyote, 26 1/3 coming in. There is strikeout number 4 as down goes King. And there's 2 away.
Down back, number 12, Valerie Roth.
Mounts' 9th appearance of the year, her 5th start. 1-4 with a couple of saves, has given up 23 hits, 13 runs all earned. 7 walks, 22 strikeouts, 4 home runs allowed, and a .346 ERA. Popped up towards center field. To her right to make the catch is Grace Langston. 4 go up, 3 go down, 1 stranded, nobody scores. 1.5 in. And the Coyotes sending 7, 8, and 9 to the plate.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Bottom of the second, Malia Hale starts it. Charlotte Lottinger and Grace Langston due up in the inning, too. In a scoreless ball game, Wildcats get a base hit, a leadoff single from Kaylee Weaver to begin the top of the second, but leave her in first as Peru, King, and Roth go down. Well, the officials pointing over towards the gate beyond the dugout at first. And whatever matter was creating a delay, apparently resolved. And the count even in 1 on Hale. One pitch. It'll get fouled out of play. Quick reminder to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we would love it if you do. I think we need 114 to reach our February goal of 6,000. So if you'd subscribe, man, you'd have access to games, interviews, highlight clips, shows. Well, that wasn't a gate issue. That was well, I think sometimes the mouth is referred to as a gate, so that was an open gate issue over at Bishop State. The umpire saying he had heard enough. Has got a strikeout of Belia Hale. Charlotte Leininger to the plate. Grace Langston moving to the on-deck circle. Coyotes did not lack for base runners in the first inning. Loaded it up. Just weren't able to bring anybody home. Eight, 9, and 1 in the order for Bishop State. When you get to the third, that'll be Lawson, Wilson, and Stafford. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. By the way, that strikeout Gilmore of Hale was the second in a row for Gilmore. Got Teletano to end the first. Hale to begin the second. On the outside part of the plate, Leininger goes down. So two gone for Grace Langston. Taking a look at the Gilmore numbers on the year. 7th appearance, 4th start, 0-1. With a complete game. 24 innings pitched, 29 hits given up, 29 runs, 12 of those earned. 15 walks, 18 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed, and an ERA of 3.50. And yeah, the discrepancy between runs allowed and earned prompted me to go down to the errors. And Bishop State has committed 28 this year. One pitch on the outside part of the plate to Langston. Gabby Miller to the on-deck circle. Nobody aboard, 2 gone. Low pitch to Langston. Miller hoping to come to the plate here in the second. Bishop State trying to bring it to the top of the third when Lawson, Wilson, and Stafford will all make their way to the plate. Reaching, not connecting Langston. 3 Ks in the second, 4 straight now for Gilmore as we head to the top of the third.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Top of the third, 1 base hit in the ball game for the leadoff hitter, Kaylee Weaver in the second. Cameron Lawson starting it off from Bishop State in the third. There is another leadoff base hit. Lawson delivering towards right field. Able to get over and cut it off quickly. Miller, and able to slide in safely at second. Lawson. I thought maybe Miller had gotten Lawson. Got it in quickly, but trying to apply the tag was Lottinger, and Lawson will get in safely with a leadoff double.
Emma Wilson.
So a base runner in scoring position. First Wildcat to second. And Emma Wilson showing bunt, trying to move the runner to third. Top of the order and the bottom of the third for Coastal South. Oh, one pitch to Wilson. Bunt laid down, advancing to third. Lawson. Sacrifice works. And it will go 1-4.
Now batting number 3, Harmony Stafford.
So one away, we get back to the top of the order. Harmony Stafford to the plate. Thought about the first pitch. Opts to lay off of it. Struck out in the first. 0 for 1 in the game. Go ahead, run at third in the top of the third. And Mounts, who has now gone 4 at-bats without a K. That's her longest stretch in the game without a K. Would like one and gets one here. Stafford taking a pitch on the outside part of the plate. And Mounts with an opportunity to get out of the inning if she gets Farrar. Reiser got Farrar for strike 1.
Now batting number 5, Jessica Ferrer.
It is punted up towards third. One hop by Parker. Won't be able to make a throw, and that's going to bring in the game's first run. Lawson. Infield Farrar, bunt single.
Now batting number 24, Sierra Duke.
And for Farrar, that is RBI number 5 on the year. Meanwhile, Farrar off to second with the stolen base. Tanner Dukes, who struck out in the first, taking a strike on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. She chases. Farrar is stranded, but Lawson comes in. And it is Bishop State that takes the early lead in the top of the third.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
And reminder to follow us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And of course, as we mentioned previously, Love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and wouldn't mind too if you subscribe to our premium channel. That gives you access to everything that we do for a year with unlimited downloads. Bottom of the third, 1-zip game. Bishop State will take the lead. Gabby Miller starting off the inning. Taylor Hunt, Caitlin Parker. And there is strikeout number 5 in a row for Emma Gilmore. One out, Taylor Hunt next. Hunt grounded into a 5-3 in the first. Back to the plate here in the third, fourth inning for Bishop State. Starts with Weaver, Peru, and King. All due up in the inning. Emma Gilmore trying to continue a run of outs after a run of strikeouts. 5 Ks in a row. That is snapped with the 4-3 put out of Hunt. But it is the 6th straight set down by the Bishop State pitcher. And it'll bring Caitlin Parker to the plate. Parker hit by a pitch, stole a base, eventually wound up at third, and that's where she was left. There will be the first Coyote base hit of the game. Into right field, scooped up by Lawson. 2 out, Parker double.
Now that's number 13.
And in scoring position. For Parker, her second double of the year. And Sydney Carpenter asked to drive her in. On the outside part of the plate. Tying run in scoring position. Here at the bottom of the third. A little bit outside of the strike zone. Count evens up 1 apiece. Weaver, Peru, and King in the top of the fourth for Bishop State. On the inside part of the plate, strike 2. Carpenter walked in the first. Back to the plate here in the third. Just a little bit outside. Count goes even 2 apiece. 2-2 offering. That'll be a base hit. Into center field, over to field for R. In to score is Parker. And we've got a 1 apiece game.
Now that's number 16, Kason Hansen.
So the Coyotes with back-to-back base hits with 2 gone in the third. Tying the game up. And have got the go-ahead run on at first. Payson Hansen to the plate. Hansen ground into a 1-2 in the first. Gracie Toledano moving to the on-deck circle. A 1 pitch. That's a base wrap into left field. Third consecutive 2-out hit. And now the Coyotes have matched the Wildcats in hits and runs. Infielders in to have a conversation with Gilmore. A little pick-me-up seminar. After a double from Parker, singles from Carpenter and Hanson. And Gracie Toledano coming to the plate. Malia Hale is on deck. Couple of runners aboard. 1-1 game. Bottom of the third. Outside with the Gilmore offering. One 1-0 pitch. It's outside as well. Another busy week about to wrap up. 2 games today, 1 tomorrow. Then Monday, it's back to the routine. A lot of sports here on JockJive. We are seeing, though, the basketball season start to wind down. And as a matter of fact, I think our only basketball coverage next week, well, we do have some basketball at South Georgia Tech on Wednesday. Chop towards King at second. Goes to first, gets Toledano. 2 are stranded. But 1 runs in, and the game is tied at 1. Headed to the 4th.
There once was a young coyote.
You're fired.
He found himself ill-suited for the jobs of the world. He struggled to compete in the corporate environment.
Yeah, this isn't working out.
And failed at the simplest of tasks.
I think I'm gonna have to let you go.
No matter how hard he tried, his coyote hands were just not meant for regular jobs.
That guy is fired.
Until one day, when he was hired for the perfect job. To become a mascot. And then he found the place where he could thrive. Find the place where you thrive at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Kenny Weaver with a pop up to first. Toledano coming in to make the catch. Another early swing, Peru behind the plate, and that will pop out of the mitt of Sidney Carpenter. Almost, but not quite. So the at-bat for Peru continuing. And we'll get out of play from Peru. Peru with a pop-up behind the dugout at first. Peru with a fly out to left field in the second. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Coming to the plate with one away in the top of the first. Strike 3 on the outside part of the plate to Peru. So Peru caught looking for out number 2. That is K number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the game for Mounts. That is sent to second. Fielded there by Hunt. Not able to get it to first in time, and on is King.
Now back, number 12, Valerie Ross.
So it'll turn into a 2-out base hit for King. And we have lost our link to center field. In between games, have to run out to center field and see what the issue is. I'm a one-man band. Bad thing about a one-man band is you know who hits the sour nose. And right now, got to put on the IT hat in a moment. Not during the game, in between. That's a long haul for old weary legs. But in between games, we'll see if we can figure out why we have lost the center field look. 1-2 the count on Roth. Smidge outside with a pitch. Roth popped out to center in the second. Back this direction and out of play. Another one fouled off the screen by Roth. Cameron Lawson moving to the on-deck circle. Malia Hale, Charlotte Leininger, Grace Langston in the bottom part of the inning for the Coyotes. On the outside part of the plate, and Roth will go down looking. One runner gets on, one runner left on. We go to the bottom of the fourth in a 1-1 game.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
One base hit, one runner stranded in the top part of the inning. We head to the bottom of the inning. Malia Hale, Charlotte Lottinger, and Grace Langston, 2 up in the inning, 2. That one Bishop State run came in the third. That one Coyote run came in the third. Lawson for Bishop State, Parker for Coastal South. And a one-apiece game here in the top of, I think that the bottom of inning number 4, the top of the 5th, will feature the bottom of the order for Bishop State. Sent foul up against the screen. One ball, couple of strikes. It is in foul. Hale struck out in the second. It was part of a 1-2-3 inning for Gilmore in which she fanned 3. Got Hale, Lottinger, and Langston. One-two offering. It is too far outside. Count even at 2, leadoff hitter, bottom of the 4th. Coyotes trying to grab their first lead of the game. They've got a base hit, leadoff single, and for the first time in the game, a leadoff base hit. Did have a leadoff runner in the first with a walk, but this is the first time there has been a hit produce the leadoff runner. So Hale on, and Charlotte Lottinger coming to the plate. Shows bunt's foul. Lottinger struck out looking in the second. Grace Langston to the on-deck circle. Bunt laid down. It is foul. Charging in was Roth from third, going from behind the plate, Peru. And both just kind of coaxed it to go foul. And back to the plate will come Lottinger. That is ground towards short. Stafford's got it. Only plays it first. Gets Lottinger. And Hale, the go-ahead run, moves into scoring position. Grace Langston struck out swinging in the second, 0 for 1 in the game. Her job, worst case, get Hale over to third. Best case, drive her in. Gabby Miller to the on-deck circle. Outside with the pitch to Langston. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Hale ready to go to third. Langston taking a toss outside. And now Coach Mallory Radwich. she's got to be warm. I mean, man, she's donning some gear that you might find in the Walmart in maybe Anchorage. I mean, she's got some good cold weather gear on. Got the toboggan, the shades. She's ready for mid-40-degree Friday. 2-0 pitch to Langston after the conversation with Coach. Low and away with the pitch. Count runs to 3-0. Coyotes trying to get that go-ahead run in the bottom of the fourth in a 1-1 game. Well, apparently Langston went after it, which is kind of a surprise on a 3-0. But the official indicating that she'd stuck that stick out there far enough to get the strike, and that one is down the middle from Gilmore for strike 2. Payoff pitch to Langston. That is a bit inside, and she'll be given a walk to first.
Now batting, number 25, Gabby Miller.
So a couple of base runners on. We're back to the top of the order. Gabby Miller coming to the plate. She's walked and struck out. Walked in the first, fanned in the third. Stole a base in the first 2. Bunted foul by Miller. Taylor Hunt to the on-deck circle. That is ground towards second. King going to first, getting the out. Wanted the sure out before worrying about the lead runner, because that lead runner wasn't going home. She goes to third. Two gone and 2 on. Taylor Hunt coming to the plate. Hunt is ground into a 4-3 and a 5-3. 0 for 2 in the game. Caitlin Parker is on deck. That got the inside part of the plate. A little bit outside with the pitch, and the count evens 1 apiece. One ball, 1 strike, 2 gone, 2 on. Shot right up the middle, base hit. That'll bring in Hale. Could get Langston in 2. It will. It's a 2 RBI Taylor Hunt single. And the Coyotes will take their first lead in the bottom of the fourth. So 2 runs in as Caitlin Parker comes to the plate. Parker hit it twice. On the first swing, on the follow through. Nothing in 1, the count on Parker. Parker hit by a pitch and doubled. Hit by a pitch in the first and doubled in the third, and scored a run in the third as well. Sydney Carpenter to the on-deck circle. Parker hit by a pitch, stole a base in the first, doubled in the third. Running is Hunt, and she'll get in safely with the stolen base. One and two on Parker. Parker with an RBI chance. Coyotes trying to produce some more noise here with two going in the bottom of the fourth before sending it to the fifth when Lawson, Wilson, and Stafford all come to the plate. A little bit outside with a pitch to Parker. Swing a miss. Parker goes down. Left on is Hunt. But Hale and Langston will score. And the Coyotes break apart a 1-1 game, turn it into a 3-1 contest, headed to the top of the fifth.
Now that's number 9, Cameron Lawson.
That is caught in right field. No, the official says it is dropped, but then you got the out in second. So diving for it in right field was Miller. Ball pops loose, and the throw comes in, and Steele gets Cameron Lawson. And that will be an 8-6 putout. And in reality, a base hit and an 8-6. Got on with a single, but tried to turn it into two. Emma Wilson followed by Harmony Stafford. No balls, couple of strikes. A little bit outside with a bounce offering. Bottom of the fifth, Carpenter, Hanson, and Toledano for Coastal South. Chop towards short. Lottinger there, goes to first, and there's two gone.
Number 3, Harmony Stafford.
Back to the top of the order, Harmony Stafford next. Stafford with a couple of strikeouts, one swinging, one looking. The one swinging came in the first, the one looking came in the third. On the outside part of the plate to Stafford. That is floated in the direction of left field. It will drop in front of a charging Malia Hale. And Stafford on with a 2-out single.
Now then, number 5, Jessica Farrer.
So Jessica Farrer is next. She struck out and singled. Single brought in a run. That is popped up to the left side. There is room for Hale. She'll make the catch. And Farrar leaves Stafford on. 2 hits, 1 stranded. Nobody scores. In the top of the 5th, we go to the bottom of the inning. And it's the mid part of the order, and 2 up for the Coyotes.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Bottom of the 5th gets underway. Sydney Carpenter starts it. Payson Hansen and Gracie Talentano 2 up in the inning as well. High and away with a pitch to Carpenter, who was walked and singled. Drove in the first Coyote run with a base hit in the 3rd. And brought in Caitlin Parker. On the inside part of the plate with a pitch to Carpenter. 6th inning for Bishop State will feature Dukes, Weaver, and Peru. 1-2 offering. Too far outside. One to Emma Gilmore offering. It is popped up right side. Lawson there, and she'll make the catch. Carpenter out number 1.
Now then, number 16, Payson Hansen.
1 away from Payson Hansen. Hansen coming into the day, a .375 hitter, 12 hits in 32 trips to the plate. A couple of doubles and 4 RBIs. 1 for 2 today. Round out the pitcher in the 1st, singled in the 3rd. And she will single in the 5th. 1 out, Hansen, base hit. 6th, Coastal Alabama. Base hit of the ball game.
Now hit for the Oaks, number 0, Bree Ryan.
And hitter coming in for Gracie Talentano. That is Brianna Ryan. And a runner in as well at first for Hansen. That is Abby Davis. So Davis running, Ryan hitting. Ryan 5 of 15 this year. Couple of doubles, 4 RBIs. When Talentano was hitting, went 0 for 2, struck out and ground out. Ryan hitting her first plate appearance of the game. Got Davis running for Hansen at first. Here's the Gilmore pitch. A little bit outside. Gilmore went through a run of 5 strikeouts in a row. Since that 5th of the 5, she's only had 1 in 13 at-bats. Ground to short, Stafford to second, throw to first. Not quite in time for the DP. So the 6-4 gets out number 2. Ryan safe at first.
Now batting number 8, Malia Hale.
And then Ryan aggressively making her way to second. Malia Hale coming to the plate. And a runner coming in for Ryan. And actually, that is Talentano coming back into the game. So Ryan pinch hitting for Talentano. And Talentano re-entering the game to run at second. Malia Hale, a strikeout in the second, a single, and a run scored in the 4th. 1 for 2 in the game. Drives it towards left field, drops it just inside the chalk. That has got Talentano on her way home. And into second goes Hale.
Now batting for the Oaks, number 23, Caroline Mathis.
Coyotes with a 4-1 lead. And another pinch hitter. This is Caroline Mathis. So Mathis batting where Lottinger had. Mathis on the year batting 118, couple of hits and 17 trips to the plate. One walk, 3 strikeouts, looking for her first RBI. That sounded like it got her and did. She'll be hit by the pitch and go to first. That is the second hit Coyote batsman. Parker got hit back in the first, and now Mathis in the 5th. Grace Langston to the plate. Inside pitch to Langston. Sixth inning for the Wildcats, 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Count goes even in 1 on Langston. She struck out in the second, walked and scored in the 4th. Low and away with a pitch. And the throw down, covering the bag is Stafford, caught trying to steal, is Malia Hale. So 1 run comes in. The lead grows to 3. We head to the top of the 6th. And the 3, 4, and 5 spots for Bishop State.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Now batting number 23, Brooke Tillman.
Pinch hitter coming to the plate. Instead of Tetra Dukes, it is Brooke Tillman. Tillman batting .333, 4 hits and 12 trips to the plate. 1 RBI, 1 extra base hit. And the first mound's pitch is a little bit low to Tillman. Kaylee Weaver and Lizzie Peru due up in the inning, too. Strike delivered on the outside part of the plate. Mounts with 8 strikeouts in the game thus far. Roll to third. Parker's got it. Whips it to first. Tillman out number 1. A reminder in between games, the link stays live and the cameras stay up. Or I guess in this case, camera, not plural, but we'll make it plural in game 2. Kayla Weaver 1 for 2 in the game with a single and a fly out. This is flown out of play. Even counted 1 on Weaver. Lizzie Peru on deck. Bottom of the order in the bottom of the 6th. As that one is sent foul, handcuffed Weaver. Our apologies for the loss of center field. I think I know what the remedy is. And we will have things up and running for game number 2. For that pitcher to hitter look, as well as this one behind home plate. 1-2 offering, and there is strikeout number 9 from outs.
Now that number 29, Claire Cross.
Little check swing, sent over to second. Grab by Hunt and sent to first, and out will go Peru on the 4-3. Coyotes looking to tack on a little insurance as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Bottom of the order, bottom of the 6th, Grace Langston starts it. Gabby Miller and Taylor Hunt due up in the inning 2. Emma Gilmore working her way into the bottom of the 6th for Bishop State in the circle. She's had a 6 strikeout performance, so between the two, 15 Ks in the game. Bunt laid down right out in front of the plate. Gilmore not able to get into first in time, and Langston on with a bunt single.
Now back, number 25, Gabby Miller.
A runner on for Gabby Miller. Miller walked in the first, struck out in the third, ground out the second and the fourth. Miller tried to lay down the bunt, couldn't connect. Miller with a walk in the second, the strikeout came in the third, the ground out to second came in the fourth. Back to the plate here in the 6th. One offering. Bunted foul by Miller. Coyotes trying to improve that season record to 8-8. Win their 7th in a row. 4th one here at home. Trying to hand Bishop State their 15th straight loss to begin the year. Taylor Hunt is on deck. Ground to Stafford at short, goes to second, gets the out of the lead runner.
Now back, number 5, Taylor Hunt.
One out, Miller at first. And Taylor Hunt coming to the plate. 1 for 3 in the game with 2 RBIs. Ground out third in the first, second in the third. Had a single that drove in Hale and Langston in the fourth. Broke apart a 1-1 game. Stolen base for Miller. And Miller now at second. For Miller, her second stolen base of the game and 12th of the year. Outside pitch to Hunt. And that one is low and away, 3-0. Kaylin Parker to the on-deck circle. 1 away, 1 aboard. 3-run South lead, bottom of the 6th. 1 hour, 25 in. Taylor the first out of the first inning, the second out of the third. Her single came with 2 gone in the 4th. And the count runs full, 3-2. Hunt out of the box, steps back in. Awaiting the payoff pitch. Ground to third, fielded by Roth. Goes to first and won't be there in time. It was just that ever so slight look back of the runner that allows Hunt to get on with good speed. Two aboard for Caitlin Parker. She's been hit by a pitch, doubled and struck out. That is lined to Stafford. They'll turn the double play. Parker lines out. Miller caught off the bag. 1 runner is stranded. Nobody scores. We're headed to the 7th in a 4-1 game.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Now that's number 28, Lacey Riley.
Top of the 7th gets underway. The Coyotes want no part of a bottom part of the inning. Want to keep this 3-run lead intact in the top part. Lacey Riley hitting .308 on the year, a pinch hitter for Kaylee King. And runs the count to 1-2. Good possibility both pitchers get a complete game. And you got Riley swinging and missing. And I believe that is 10 in the game now for Mounts as far as K's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mallory Roth next, 0 for 2 in the game. Roth with a fly out to center and a strikeout. Cameron Lawson to the on-deck circle. 3 pitches missing from Mounts. Well, a walk is something that Mounts has not done yet. But she will here. First walk of the game from Mounts, putting Roth on with 1 away.
Now batting, number 9, Cameron Lawson.
Cameron Lawson to the plate. It's been a perfect day for Lawson. She has doubled and singled. Here is the 0-1 offering to Lawson. Doubled in the 3rd, singled in the 5th. Scooped up at 3rd by Parker. Throw to 1st, won't get the double play. But Lawson does wrap into the 5-4.
Now batting, number 11, Charlie Benson.
And a pinch hitter for Emma Wilson. This is Charlie Vincent. Vincent hitting .273, 6 for 22 with a double. 3 RBIs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Steps in with Lawson on at first. Mounds trying to wrap it up here with this Vincent at bat. First pitch a strike. Top of the order, Harmony Stanford on deck for the Wildcats. Moving outside and the count evens. One ball, 1 strike. And it is 1-2. Throw to 1st. Safely back goes Lawson. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Shallow center. In to make the catch is Langston, and that'll be your ball game. So the Coyotes will win their 7th straight, go to 8-8 on the year. Bishop State 0-15 on this young season. Cleanly played game. Bishop State 6 hits, 1 run. It came in the 3rd. They did not commit an error in strand 4. Coastal South, no errors, leaving 8 on. And a total of 9 hits, 4 runs, 1 in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 4th, and a run in the 5th. So one of our 2 this afternoon in the books. Game number 2 is 30 minutes away. It is 1:30. So right at a 2 p.m. start. We'll keep the link live and the camera on, and you can watch the field prep and know about when we get our 2nd game underway.
He said we can watch it. He said they can watch the field work.
That's funny.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is game number 2 of our doubleheader. The opening game, a Coyotes win 4-1. And the Coyotes now with an 8-8 overall mark, winners of 7 straight. Bishop State trying to break out of a slump, 0-15 now on the year. Harmony Stafford leading it off for Bishop State. And we'll send that pitch foul. Jessica Farrar is the 2-hitter. Cameron Lawson hitting third. To Tara Dukes batting fourth. Lacey Riley in the 5 spot. Claire Frost hits 6th. Charlie Vincent 7th. Kaylee King 8th. And Emma Wilson in the 9 hole. Chopped at it. Comes up empty. Stafford will be fanned for out number 1.
Now that number 5, Jessica Farrar.
Sam Daniels in the circle for Coastal South. Behind the plate is Gabby Miller. First baseman Brianna Ryan. At second, Taylor Hunt. Caitlin Parker at short, and the third baseman Sydney Carpenter. As this one is floated to left field, and Malia Hales underneath for out number 2.
Now that number 9, Cameron Lawson.
Outfield, you've already been introduced to one. That is Malia Hale in left. Center fielder is Braylee Corley, and Caroline Mathis in right. Fouled away by Cameron Lawson. In the opening game, Bishop State took the top of the third lead, 1-0. Coyotes tied it up in the bottom of the third. Took the lead in the 4th inning and never relinquished it. And come away with a 4-1 win in that opening game. 0-2 pitch to Lawson. Just a little bit low. We started the first game with 46 degrees. We start this one at 51. Little short hop and short. Throw over to first, and having to leap to make the catch was Ryan, and that gave Lawson an opportunity to get on. Well, we haven't had an error today, and I hate to charge one there, but that is unofficially the direction I lead, an E6. Now, again, that's unofficial. The official scorekeeper might see it some other way. On the inside part of the plate to Dukes. But it was a backhand that was fielded cleanly on the short hop. Just an errant throw to first. In safely with a stolen base is Lawson. A base runner in scoring position for Dukes. That'll get out of play beyond the netting. Got a final in Bruton, Alabama. Bevel State knocking off Coastal Alabama North 1-0 in the opening game. Their second game should be getting underway shortly. That's stuck right up the middle and will bring in the run. Lawson scoring, and Dukes will provide the shot that brings her in. So the Wildcats take the lead first. Lacey Riley coming to the plate. Riley made one appearance in the opening game, and that was as a pinch hitter. Pinch hit for Kaylee Keene. And struck out. Couple of strikes to Riley. Claire Frost is on deck. That is sent foul. As I mentioned in the opening game, this is a battle amongst sisters, Monica and Mallory. Monica, the coach at Bishop State. Mallory, the coach at Coastal South. One ball, couple of strikes. Ground to short, fielded by Parker, goes to first, gets Riley on the 6-3. One runner stranded, one runner in, a half inning in.
There once was a young coyote.
You're fired.
He found himself ill-suited for the jobs of the world. He struggled to compete in the corporate environment.
Yeah, this isn't working out.
And failed at the simplest of tasks.
I think I'm gonna have to let you go.
No matter how hard he tried, his coyote hands were just not meant for regular jobs.
That guy is fired.
Until one day, when he was hired for the perfect job. To become a mascot. And then he found the place where he could thrive. Find the place where you thrive at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Bottom of the first, Gabby Miller starts it for Coastal South. Taylor Hunt is the two-hitter. Caitlin Parker hitting third. Sydney Carpenter in the fourth spot. Payson Hansen, Batting fifth, Brianna Ryan sixth. Malia Hale seventh. Caroline Mathis is the 8-hitter, and Braylee Corley is in the 9 hole. Emma Mooney getting the start in the circle for Bishop State. So Bishop State is only allowing Emmas to pitch. Okay. Probably doesn't have anything to do with the name, but you did have an Emma Gilmore in the circle in the opening game, and now you've got Emma Mooney pitching in game number 2. Floated towards left field, backing up to make the catch is another Emma. Emma Wilson.
Now batting number 5, Taylor Hunt.
One away with a Gabby Miller flyout. Taylor Hunt coming to the plate. Emma Mooney in the circle for Bishop State. Behind the plate is Claire Frost. At second, let's go to first. At first, Charlie Vincent. Second, Kaylee King. Shortstop, Harmony Stafford. And the third baseman is Teta Redukes. Emma Wilson in left, center fielder Jessica Farrar, and the right fielder is Cameron Lawson. Couple of pitches outside of the strike zone to Taylor Hunt. That got the outside part of the plate. Hunt in the opening game, 2 for 4. And had a couple of RBIs. Getting her first at bat in the bottom of the first here in game number 2. And coach coming out to have a conversation with Emma Mooney. It looked like Mooney kind of got discombobulated on the side. She's looking at her wrist, which is, of course, the pitches called for by coach, and she may have the wrong wristband. And she does. Well, that can really discombobulate things. So new wristband, new pitches called. And now coach and pitcher likely on the same page. On the outside part of the plate to Taylor Hunt. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. That is chopped towards Stafford at short. She'll scoop it, go to first, and she'll misfire. And almost the exact same way that Coastal South picked up an error, Bishop State will do the same. So interesting that neither team committed an error in the first game, which meant for Coastal South, 27 at-bats and no errors. And for Bishop State, about 30 at-bats and no errors. And then we get into game number 2, and 3 hitters in, South has committed an error, and 2 hitters in, the Wildcats commit a mistake. Caitlin Parker with a runner aboard and 1 away. In that opening game, it seemed like everything Bishop did, South was going to match or exceed. Bishop scored in the top of the 3rd. South scored in the bottom part of the inning. And let's see if they do the same here in the first. Two-one pitch to Parker is fouled away. For both of these teams, the aspirations are to make it to the conference tournament. And for both of these teams, which I think is only true in softball, they'll both be playing in the same park. Strike three on the inside part of the plate.
Now batting number 13, Sydney Carpenter.
I believe in every other sport in the ACCC, the divisions play in different venues. Volleyball, there's only D2. Basketball, there's a D1 and 2. One plays in Huntsville. As that'll go to the screen and get Hunt into scoring position. And give Sydney Carpenter an RBI chance. Division 2 plays at the University of Montevallo. Baseball, one plays at Oxford. Division 2 in Montgomery. A little bit outside with a pitch. But in softball, 1 and 2 at Veterans Park in Alabaster. Just a little bit outside with a pitch to Carpenter. Here's the 3-0 offering from Mooney. That's a little bit inside, a 4-pitch walk to first.
Now bat number 16, Payson Hansen.
So a couple of base runners on for Payson Hansen. Hansen, that .375 hitter, 4 RBIs on the year. And flipping back a page to the last game, 2 for 3. Didn't do anything to hurt that average. Nothing in one on Hansen. As a matter of fact, is bumped probably a little bit above the 400 mark at this moment. No balls, couple of strikes outside with the offering. Mooney hoping to tempt Hansen. She won't chase. Brianna Ryan on deck. Bottom of the first, 1-2 pitch count. It is low in the count evens. Throw to first, and Carpenter now caught in a rundown, and out at third is Hunt. So Carpenter gets off the back. I don't know if that's by design. Might have been trying to get Hunt to third, but she's caught stealing. One runner stranded. Nobody scores. It's a 1-zip Bishop State lead going to the second.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Now bat number 29, Claire Frost.
Top of the second, Claire Frost starts, and Charlie Vincent and Kaylee King due up in the inning two, facing Sam Daniels. Daniels' 7th appearance, 4th start. She is 2-1, has worked 17 2/3 innings. 16 hits given up, 10 runs, 8 earned, 14 walks, and 7 strikeouts. ERA of 3.17. By the way, the opening game won by Lauren Mounds, who goes to 2-4 on the year. Got her 2nd complete game of the season and pushed her strikeout total to 32. Chopper toward short. Parker gets it, whips it to first, and Frost is out 1.
Now bat number 11, Charlie Vincent.
One away for Charlie Vincent. Kaylee King to the on-deck circle. Another swing and miss. Sam Daniels, 1 strikeout. Got Stafford to begin the first. Ahead on the count to Vincent with Kaylee King on deck. And she'll swing in 3 straight pitches.
Now bat number
2nd Daniels K of the game. And there's 2 gone for Kaylee King. Roll to third, backhanded by Carpenter. She'll get King at first. And Bishop State goes 1-2-3 in the top of the second.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Don't forget to follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And definitely, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. We want and need more. We are a small community right now. Want to grow it into a big community. And I think we need about 108 subscribers to hit our goal of 6,000 by the end of the month. And the end of the month is 7 days away. 28-day February. That is popped up by Hanson. And it'll drop behind the plate, and Hanson will steal be at the plate. Maybe it is just me, but I thought we celebrated Christmas last week. But I guess that has been a couple of months ago now, and before you know it, we'll be doing the Yuletide stuff for 25. Year is zipping along. We are a week away from March. Popped up on the infield. At second, King will make the catch.
Now that number 003, Ryan.
And isn't it March that, and I can never remember if it comes in like a lion, leaves like a lamb, or vice versa. I think it comes in like a lion, leaves like a lamb. Another one on the infield. And making the basket catch from behind the plate is Frost.
Now batting number 8, Malia Hale.
Malia Hale to the plate. 2 gone, nobody aboard. Wildcats go 1-2-3 in the top part of the inning. And South in danger of doing the same in the bottom part. It is dependent upon Hale. Caroline Mathis on deck. One-0 pitch. And that will get over near the batting cage, out of play. Bottom of the order and the top of the third for Bishop State. It'll be Emma Wilson starting it off. Harmony Stafford, Jessica Farrar due up in the inning too. Off the mitt of Stafford at short. I don't know if she would have gotten Hale regardless.
Now batting number 23.
And that is going to be a Malia Hale base hit. First one of the game for the Coyotes. It comes with 2 gone in the second. Caroline Mathis next. Mathis, another one of those Coyotes that we saw briefly in the opening game. Came in as a pinch hitter for Charlotte Lottinger and got hit by a pitch. Outside with the offering. Hale bouncing off first, giving her a look, was Frost. Taking a look at what's coming up tomorrow, we've got LBW Enterprise State Baseball. Then on Tuesday, Chipola Coastal South Baseball. ALA BCA Game of the Week, Elmore County and Holtville. As a walk is given to Mathis. So a single and a walk, and Coyotes with a little something cooking here in the bottom of the second. And that you hear is the wind picking up in my field mic. Doesn't really look to be blowing like it had been, but apparently shifting directions and into the face of the hitter. Inside with a pitch to Braylee Corley. Wednesday of next week in Georgia. Florence Darlington Tech and Georgia Military College softball, South Georgia Tech and Southern Crescent Tech basketball. And believe it or not, postseason for Division II basketball in the ACCC beginning on Thursday at Montevallo. Strike delivered on the outside part of the plate to Corley. Also next Thursday, Bishop State Coastal North Baseball, Meridian College Coastal South Softball, Wallace Selma LBW Baseball. That is poked foul in the direction of third. And a week from today, ACCC Division II men's and women's semifinals. So that has got you caught up on what's coming up within the next week. A little bit of a check swing. First left open and on is Corley with an infield single. Held to third, Mathis to second.
Number 25, Gabby Miller.
And it is loaded for the top of the order, Gabby Miller. Just perfectly placed by Corley. And Gabby Miller will come to the plate. Miller popped out to left field in the first. Taylor Hunt is on deck. A little bit inside with a pitch to Miller. Wildcats with a one-run lead. Coyotes with the bases loaded. A little bit outside with that pitch. So Mooney goes a little too far inside, a little too far outside. And it is 2-0. Three balls, no strikes. Big pitch for Mooney with the bases loaded. Pressure on the Bishop State pitcher. And that one will hit Miller, center down to first, and bring in a run from third. That is Malia Hale.
Now back, number 5, Taylor Hunt.
That's a painful RBI for Miller, hit with the bases loaded. One apiece. Taylor Hunt, who reached on an error and got caught stealing third, comes to the plate. That all happened in the first. Back to the plate in the second. Just a little bit low with the pitch. Taylor Hunt in that opening game, a couple of RBIs. That means that on the year, a total of 5 for Hunt. Came into the day a .297 hitter. Has bumped that average above the 500, make that 300 mark. After going 500 in the opening game, 2 for 4. Low and away with a pitch to Hunt. Caitlin Parker is on deck. Brief conversation between Frost and Mooney. Conversation over. Mooney back into the circle. Frost back behind the plate. Back into the hitter's box is Hunt. on the outside part of the plate. Count runs to 3-2, and coach has already indicated everybody off and running with the pitch. With 2 gone and a full count on Hunt. Popped up left side. Near the warning track, but there to make the catch is Emma Wilson. So Hunt flies out, bases left loaded, but the tying runs in as we head to the third.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Now batting, number 2, Emma Wilson.
Coyotes in the bottom of the second bring in the tying run. Hale comes in and scores as Gabby Miller is hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. And it is one apiece as we head to the top of the third. Bottom of the order, Emma Wilson starts it. Wilson is the last to get their first look at Sam Daniels pitching. And it happens in the third. That is poked towards right field, but foul. I mentioned in the opening game, again, congratulations to Coastal North's men. They're the number 1 seed in Division II men's basketball in the conference. Clinched in last night, cut down the nets, handed out souvenir pieces of the netting. So as a result of being a 1, they don't have to worry about the quarterfinals in Montevallo. Float into second, and there for the catch is Taylor Hunt.
Now batting, number 3, Harmony Stafford.
Coastal North's ladies in, not sure where though. I don't think they now could be 1 with 1 game remaining. As a matter of fact, I know they could. But they could be mathematically, I think a 2, maybe. Well, no, actually not. So they would be either a 3 or a 4. Harmony Stafford, who struck out in the first. Taking a strike from Daniels. just a little bit inside with the pitch. And really what it looks like for Coastal North's ladies, there is a very good possibility a coin toss determines either the 3 or the 4. And there's still things that have got to happen. Get North hopes they pick up a win over Chat Valley at Phoenix City. That's a tough place to play. Top toward short. Parker's got it. Goes to first. Gets Stafford. And the put out goes 6-3.
Now bat number 5, Jessica Ferrer.
High and away with a pitch to Farrar. Popped out to left field in the first. Or maybe that is Farmer. As that is a base wrap down the line inside the chalk towards left field. Extra bases. And standing at second with a double is Farmer. Second hit of the game for Bishop State.
Number 9, Cameron Lawson.
Tie-breaking run in scoring position for Cameron Lawson. A little too far inside with a pitch to Lawson. Bottom of the third, Parker, Carpenter, and Hanson all 2 up. Bishop State's first run, and thus far only run of the game, came with 2 gone. Trying to produce another 2-out run. Lawson reached on an error, came in and scored a run, stole a base 2. That all happened in the first. Back to Daniels, whips it over to first. Lawson grounds out the pitcher, and Farrer is left on. We go to the bottom of the third. Carpenter, Hanson, and Ryan coming up.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Now batting number 17, Kaylin Parker.
Bottom of the third, Kaylin Parker starts at Sydney Carpenter and Payson Hansen. Due up in the inning, too. Bishop State threatens a bit. Got a 2-out double from Jessica Farrer, but left her on as Lawson grounds into the 1-3. And we stay tied at 1. That's hit pretty far and pretty well, but pretty foul. Another cool day. I mentioned to a gentleman in the box earlier, though, seldom, as this one has popped up to shallow center. Stafford and Shorn getting underneath to make the catch. I seldom complain about the cold.
Now bat number 13, Sydney Carpenter.
Reserve all my complaining for the heat of the summer. You know, when it's 100 degrees and the heat index is like 110, 115. Although I will concede, those 11 inches of snow made me kind of long for a summer day. Fouled away by Carpenter. Brought down the middle by Mooney. Mooney's got 1 K in the game. It was of the third hitter she faced, Parker. Mooney making her 6th appearance and 5th start. 0-2 with 16 innings of work, 21 hits given up, 20 runs all earned, 23 walks, 12 strikeouts. Has allowed a home run, the ERA at 8.75. Both of these pitchers came in with a substantial number of walks. Neither has really walked many. Daniels hasn't walked any. Mooney's walked 2. Got underneath this one as well. Farrar in center field for the catch. And Carpenter out, number 2.
Now bat number 16, Payson Hansen.
Payson Hansen next. 0 for 1 in the game with a fly out to second. Rolled slowly to Stafford and Short. She'll go to first with a throw. Get Hansen on the 6-3. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the third. Let's go to the fourth in a 1-apiece game.
There once was a young coyote.
You're fired.
He found himself ill-suited for the jobs of the world. He struggled to compete in the corporate environment.
Yeah, this isn't working out.
And failed at the simplest of tasks.
I think I'm gonna have to let you go.
No matter how hard he tried, his coyote hands were just not meant for regular jobs.
That guy is fired.
Until one day, when he was hired for the perfect job. To become a mascot. And then he found the place where he could thrive. Find the place where you thrive at Coastal Alabama Community College.
You cannot get a whole lot closer than our current stats. 1 run each, couple of hits each, 1 error each. As we get the top of the 4th underway, chopped by Dukes to Hunt at second. She'll go to first, and out will go Dukes on the 4-3.
Now batting number 28, Lacey Riley.
One away for Lacey Riley. Riley grounded into a 6-3 in the first. Back to the plate in the 4th. Strike delivered from Daniels. Fouled away, nothing in 2. Claire Frost on deck. For the Coyotes, the bottom of the 4th starts with Ryan. Ryan, Hale, and Mathis. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Riley awaits. Daniels delivers. And comes in a little bit low. Slowly rolled towards third. It is picked up by Carpenter. Goes to first. And 4 in a row now, retired by Daniels.
Number 29, Claire Frost.
I think our coverage of Coastal Alabama South basketball has ended with last night's Lawson State game. Little check swing to Parker. And out in first is Frost on the 6-3. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th. To the bottom of the inning we go with Ryan, Hale, and Mathis due up.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Now batting number 00, Bree Bryan.
Bottom of the 4th, Brianna Ryan starting it. Malia Hale and Caroline Mathis due up 2, 1 apiece. Bishop State's 1 run came in the first. Coastal South's 1 run came in the second. Ryan popped up behind the plate. On the outside part of the plate with the pitch to Ryan. 5th inning for Bishop State has Vincent, King, and Wilson all coming up. Just a little bit high with the pitch. Well, here on JockJive, Coastal North still to go. Coastal North, baseball, softball, and a little basketball. got LBW baseball and softball. Georgia Military College softball. Today, working the indoor track and field championships for the Gulf South Conference in Birmingham. That coverage available on Flow Sports. Over the summer, plenty of baseball. Babe Ruth. Southeast Showcase Series baseball. That'll get out of play. Leave the count at 3-2 on Ryan. I remember when sports was pretty much for us a September through May kind of thing. No more. Knocked down over third by Dukes, able to recover. Nice dig on the receiving end by Vincent. Some nice defense on both ends for Bishop State. Dukes at third, Vincent at first. One away from Aaliyah Hale. Caroline Mathis on deck. That nearly nibbled the kneecaps of Malia Hale. Hale with a single has scored the only Coyote run. Wound up at third when Gabby Miller was hit by a pitch with the bases full. Low inside pitch to Hale. Two and one on Hale as that one is fouled out of play. Opening game saw the teams combine for 15 hits and a total of 5 runs. In this one have combined for 4 hits and 2 runs. Low pitch to Hale. Here is the 3-1 pitch. It is popped up left side. Emma Wilson there. She's got it, and there's 2 gone.
Now that number 23, Caroline Mathis.
Well, somebody's got to score, or we will be here a while. Had a friend of mine tell me this was baseball, not softball. But he called a 33-inning game back in the mid-'60s. Love baseball, softball, just, let's try to keep it within 7 or 9. I'm good with that. Basketball, 40 minutes. Popped up towards center field, and then coming in from right to make the catch is Cameron Lawson. So Mathis flies out, and we have seen now 7 Coyotes in a row set down. We go to the 5th in a 1-1 game.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here, and be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Now batting, number 11, Charlie Benson.
Top of the fifth, bottom third of the order for the Wildcats, Vincent, King, and Wilson. 7, 8, and 9 in the order, who have gone 0 for 3 thus far. Those spots in the order for the Wildcats. We have not seen a relief pitcher today. In the opening game, Emma Gilmore went the distance for Bishop State. Lauren Mounts played all 7 for Coastal South. One pitch. Vincent struck out in the second. And that has been the last Daniels strikeout of the game. Sent to right field, but it is right to Brianna Ryan. I checked that. Caroline Mathis. Yes, my 3s and my 9s look a lot alike. But that's a fly out tonight. And there's one away. Strike delivered to Kaylee King. King ground out to third. She was the last out in the second inning. Ground to short, picked up by Parker, goes to first, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 2, Emma Wilson.
Emma Wilson next. Wilson with a fly out to Taylor Hunt at second in the third, 0 for 1 in the game. Grounds this one to Parker. She'll go to first, and the top of the fifth goes quickly and quietly.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Now batting, number 3, Breeley Corley.
Bottom of the fifth gets underway. Bottom of the order, Braylee Corley will start. On top of the order, Gabby Miller and Taylor Hunt due up in the inning, too. Got a bit of a pitcher's duel. Both pitchers have given up 2 hits and a run. Moody's got 1 strikeout. Daniels has 2. Mooney 2 walks and Daniels none. Outside with the 0-2 offering to Corley. The difference in the bottom 3, the lower part of the order, for Bishop State as compared to Coastal South. Coastal South, 7, 8, and 9, has produced the 2 hits. The 2 Bishop State hits have come from the top part of the order, the 2 and the 4 hitter. Two pitch to Corley. Outside, 3-2. Another 3-2 offering. It is underneath the mid and second of King. And will continue to roll. On the way to third is Corley. She is there standing. And you've got a base hit and an error. So Corley getting on with a hit, advancing with the E9. And all the way to third goes Corley. Top of the order, Gabby Miller coming to the plate. And Coastal South is poised to separate these 2 teams. They've been tied at 1 since the bottom of the second. And it looks like we are going to get our first pitching change of the day. The new pitcher. And the numbers on Mooney when we come back.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
The new pitcher is Brianna McCleary. It's her 8th appearance. And 6 of those appearances have been in relief. Hasn't won or lost a game. Did get a complete game in one of her 2 starts. Has worked a total of 9 innings, given up 9 hits, 15 runs, 6 earned, 9 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Has allowed a single home run has a 4.67 ERA. Facing the top of the order, that is driven to Stafford, but it's got the run in, and the Coyotes take the lead.
Now bat, number 5, Taylor Hunt.
So the Coyotes have 2 runs, and Gabby Miller has driven them both in. And with the Corley run scoring, we can put the finishing touches on the Mooney numbers. Mooney, 4 innings of work, faced 18, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 3 hits, 2 runs, and a hit batsman. Taylor Hunt has reached on an error and popped out. 0 for 2 in the game. In low with the pitch to Hunt. Caitlin Parker on deck. Here's the McCleary 2-0. Got the outside part of the plate. Wildcats in the 6th, back to the top of their order. Time called by McCleary. I think she's having trouble picking up the signs from the dugout. Outside with the pitch. Really, it is hard to believe that Bishop State is 0-15. They have not played that poorly today, losing the opening game 4-1. This one tied at 1 until we get to the bottom of the 5th. That is popped up to the right side, drops in as a base hit for Taylor Hunt, and she'll take second on that little right turn the softball took after hitting.
Now bat, number 17, Taylor Parker.
Caitlin Parker to the plate, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. That is hit towards center field. Farrer grabs it on the warning track. Throw coming to the plate and going back to third is Hunt. Parker with a long fly out, deepest part of the park.
Now bat, number 13, Sydney Harper.
Farrer able to bring it in for out number 2. Sydney Carpenter next. Inside with the pitch to Carpenter. She's walked and popped out. 0 for 1 in the game. Payson Hansen on deck. Strike delivered to Carpenter. It's an even count at 1. One ball, 1 strike. A little high with the offering. Second game of 2. Opening game was a 4-1 Coyote win. Coyotes trying to make it 2 in a row. Popped up, foul territory. And just on the other side of the chain link. Coyotes are at the 500 mark, 8-8 overall, a chance to go over the 500 mark. Have won 7 straight. Trying to make it 6, make that 8 in a row. And down to first goes Carpenter. I believe she was hit by the pitch based on the official indication. Payson Ranson 0 for 2 in the game, is flown out and ground out. Came into the game batting better than 400. Brianna Ryan on deck. Off the end of the stick, foul. Brianna McCleary called upon to minimize the damage. Coach coming out now to chat with the official. Let's see, are we going to get a sub somewhere? Maybe at first where Carpenter is. Yes. It will be first. And it will be Abby Davis running. Davis came into the opening game as a runner as well. Enters this game to run for Carpenter. Ground slowly towards second, fielded by King. Goes to first, gets Hanson, and 2 runners are stranded. But 1 runs in. It's not a 1-1 game anymore. It is a 2-1. Coyote lead headed to the 6th.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Top of the 6th, top of the order starting in Harmony Stafford will start it. Jessica Farmer and Cameron Lawson due up in the inning 2. Coyotes get a run on the bottom of the 5th. Take a 1-run lead into the 6th. Outside with the pitch to Stafford. Ryan Hale and Mathis in the bottom of the 6th for the Coyotes. Daniels retiring 7 straight as we get into the top of the 6th. Low inside pitch. Two-0 offering. That is lifted towards left field and right in front of the warning track. Hale brings it in for out number 1.
Now back, number 5, Jessica Ferris.
So one away for Jessica Farmer. Cameron Lawson on deck. First pitch on the inside part of the plate. Had a brief conversation on the way up with James Hattenstein, the Bishop State baseball coach. They were headed to Wallace Dothan today, beginning conference play already. Committing on the punt attempt is Farmer. And the count evens at 1. And of course, tomorrow's LBW Enterprise State game is a conference game that we'll have for you here. Chopping at it, coming up empty, Farmer, and there's 2 gone. That is strikeout number 3 for Daniels. 2 outs for Cameron Lawson. There is a base shot into center field. Lawson on her way to second. She will get there easily. 2-out double. Tying run in scoring position for Bishop State.
Number 24, Katara Dukes.
Tatara Dukes to the plate. Dukes 1 for 2 in the game. Has singled and ground into a 4-3. Shoots that one up the middle. Will there be a play at the plate? And is scooped by Corley. Throw coming home. Not there in time. And we're tied again, this time at 2.
Now batting number 28, Lacey Riley.
Well, we didn't stay untied for long. Coyotes take the lead to the bottom of the 5th, top of the 6th. Bishop State knots it back up, this time at 2. Lacey Riley 0 for 2 in the game. A couple of ground outs, 1 to third, 1 to short. Claire Frost on deck. Tad outside with the pitch to Riley. One ball, 1 strike. That is lined to short, fielded there by Parker. Left on is Dukes, but Dukes drives in the tying run. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, knotted up in a pair. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Don't forget, follow us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Skies, you name it, if it's available and it doesn't cost anything to sign up. We do. Probably more accurate or active on Facebook than maybe Twitter, than Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, too. Big request there. Trying to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Let's see if we picked up anything along the way today. We're 107 away from 6. Well, the Coyotes needing a run again. Tied up at 2. Brianna Ryan starting it. And if the Coyotes had their ruthers, they would rather score something here in the bottom of the 6th than hold Bishop State in the top of the 7th and not worry about the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-2 pitch to Ryan, too high. Count even at 2. Two offering. It is sent towards right field, and that is going to sail over the head of Cameron Lawson. 2 bags from Brianna Ryan. And a leadoff double has got the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Not bad. Number 8, Malia Hale.
It looks at the moment as though we are going to get a runner for Ryan. Trying to put a little more speed on the base path, putting Grace Langston at second. Langston, the starting center fielder in the opening game. Into the game here for Brianna Ryan. Malia Hale with an opportunity to drive in the go-ahead run. Punt laid down, it's a good one. Hale gets on at first and safe at third is Langston.
Not bad. Number 23, Caroline Mathis.
So a couple of base runners aboard, first and third for Caroline Mathis. Mathis with a walk and a pop out to right field. Two-two game, but let's see if it stays 2-2 long. Outside with a pitch to Mathis. Coyotes have picked up a pair of base hits, 6 now in the game. Caroline Mathis with a walk and a fly out. Down to third with a throw, safely back is Langston. Two-0 pitch. Timing catch. Throw to first. Double play turn. Tagging up and coming home is Ryan. So the Coyotes will still get a run out of it and a strange sacrifice. But turn it into a 3-2 game. Two gone for Braley Corley. But the Coyotes do reclaim the lead 3-2. Well, you talk about a shift for the left-hander. They're just daring her to bring it down the line in right field. Just a major shift. Lawson, the right fielder, is almost where the center fielder normally would be. Outside with a pitch to Corley. If McCleary gave something on the inside that Corley could pull, it would take a long time to find it in the corner. Punt laid down, scooped at third, throw to first. From Dukes and out will go Corley. Coyotes have taken the lead. Can they hang on to it in the top of the seventh with Frost, Vinson, and King due up? We find out in 60.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Now that number 29, Claire Frost.
Top of the seventh gets underway. Claire Frost starts it. She'll go after the first pitch and float it to short. Parker with a catch. And there's one pitch and one away.
Now back, number 11, Charlie Vinson.
Charlie Vinson next. 0 for 2 in the game with a strikeout and a pop out. That is right out in front of the plate. Miller will grab it, go to first. 2 pitches and 2 gone. Well, the Coyotes trying to get a 1-run lead to hold up in the top of the seventh. Have 2 gone. Kaylee King 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. Has hit into a 5-3 and a 6-3. Sam Daniels trying to get the complete game. Count evens at 1. And for Daniels, it would be her first complete game of the year. And what might make her most proud, if she hangs on and wins it, is no walks. Came in with 14 walks as compared to 7 strikeouts, but not a single free pass thus far in this one. Fouled away and stays 1-2 on King. Here's another 1-2 offering. 2 gone, the pitch to King. Grounds into short, fielded by Parker, goes to first, and there is Daniel's first complete game of the year. 8th win in a row for the Coyotes. 16th straight loss for Bishop State. And a sweep of the doubleheader. 4-1 in the opening game, 3-2 in the nightcap. Bishop State 4 hits, 2 errors, Stranding 3. There are 2 runs, 1 in the first, 1 in the 6th. Coastal South 6 hits, 1 error, 6 stranded. They got a run in the 2nd, in the 5th, and in the 6th. And that'll do it for an afternoon of softball here in Bay Minette. You might want to check out the rest of Bevel State and Coastal Alabama North baseball. Jason Thompson on the call as we speak. And tomorrow, we're headed to Andalusia, LBW and Enterprise State here on JockJive. Don't forget to follow us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and our premium channel. For all the folks at all the Coastals and for JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.